What's up, everybody? Dog1985. There's levels to this. All right, guys. So today I want to have this conversation with you guys about this right here. This is the if you don't know what this is the Google Stadia controller that works with obviously the Google Stadia platform. And I'm interested to see how this conversation goes. So as always, please leave me your comments and let me know what you guys feel about this. So Google Stadia, I need it to succeed. I want it to succeed. I'm invested in this, and I want it to do well. But before I tell you why, let me tell you how I even got introduced into this, and then maybe we'll just go down that rabbit hole. So obviously I'm an Xbox guy this generation. Last generation I had a PS4. Game Pass to me made a lot of sense. If Game Pass doesn't make sense to you and it doesn't bring value to you, that's fine. I'm not here to convince you of that. This is not the video for that. Just know that to me it made sense. Now with Game Pass, you also get access to Xcloud on mobile, right? And it was the first time I had ever used a cloud-based gaming service or anything. And to be honest with you, for someone that wasn't sure about cloud streaming or whatever, when I had access to Xcloud, because it was there, it was given to me, I actually used it and took advantage of it. And the first game I played, well, maybe not the first game, but the game I definitely played the most on the cloud was Gears of War 1, right? Now, I didn't use a phone clip or any of that stuff. I actually went out and I bought a Razer Kishi. I was looking to see if I had it nearby, but it's in my computer bag. The Razer Kishi is advertised to work with with Game Pass, and they even have a Game Pass version of it. And let me tell you, that controller, that phone controller is amazing. However, even though I played about 90% of Gears 1, I played on the Xcloud, so I have experience using Xcloud. Not once did I forget that I was actually playing on the cloud when I was using Xcloud. It was playable. It was doable. Like I said, I played about 90% of the game. But once I was able to play on the actual console on the Xbox One S, I finished the game on the Xbox One S. That's what I finished it on. Now, here's the deal. After that experience, I played other games on Xcloud that were quote unquote easier to run. So I played a little bit of Ori. I played there's a ninja game that Game Pass has that you never really die. Like you die, but the whole map changes and stuff. I think it's called Dead Cell. I played that game. So these are side scroller games that should be easy to run on Xcloud, and they were easier to run on Xcloud. However, there's definitely an input lag. Not horrible, not bad. Even when I played Gears, I just adjusted to the input lag and compensated, right? So I made a video talking about cloud streaming and how cloud streaming is not here yet. Like you could do it, but it's not here yet. And shout out to MM2K. This guy reached out to me. I had no idea who he was. He reached out to me on Twitter, I believe. He just happened to see my critique of cloud gaming. My critique of Xcloud specifically, right? Because he understood that I was coming from the perspective of someone that only tried Xcloud. And he reached out to me. He told me about his channel, Stadia Daily Dosage. Go check it out. And he reached out to me and he pretty much offered to give me a different perspective on cloud streaming. So he said, look, man, I'll hook you up with a Stadia, and you just set up, your free trial, whatever, you give it a shot. And he was a man of his word. He said, I'll leave you alone. I won't try to put any biases in your mind or anything. You just try it and let me know. And I warned him. I said, look, dude, I'm an Xbox guy that I critique Microsoft so much that some people say I'm a Sony pony with an Xbox. So if I don't like something or if something's wrong with a service or system, I'm going to call it out. And he was like, I want nothing more, nothing less. So I went ahead and got it and tried it. Now, I did a podcast with him where he was doing a one-on-one interview with me, and I was answering a lot of questions and going over things that I'm going to go over right now. Ignorance is the best word that I could use when it comes to cloud gaming. And I'm not saying that you're ignorant to it. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm telling you my experience. I was really ignorant to it because I didn't know. I didn't know how good and how viable it could really be when done right. And that's what Google did with Stadia. Now, I remember the beginning. My bad. I just pressed the A button. I'm actually in the game right now. So I remember in the beginning, Google marketed it wrong, right? So it was something like, we're going to go ahead and charge you a fee monthly, and then you still got to pay for the games full price. And on top of that, you're streaming over the cloud. So people didn't really know what the quality was going to be like. If that was still the case, it could probably still be hard to recommend Google Stadia. However, what I'm about to explain to you is something that I don't understand how Google has failed to get this message out. And the reason I say that, maybe they are promoting it, but for some reason it's not hitting our algorithm, or maybe we're just blocking it so much as gamers. But I want to explain something to you, okay? Right now, I'm playing, this is Watch Dogs, right? I'm playing at 1080p, 60 frames, because I want to experience the games the way I'm going to experience them on Google Stadia after the free trial is done. I'm not going to pay the $10 a month for 4K 60. That's just me. I'm not going to pay the game. I'm not going to pay $10 a month for 4K 60 because I'm not big on resolution anyways. Again, that's just me, right? Now, I've tried the game at 4K 60 and it looks nice, but to me, for whatever reason with my setup, even though I have connected to the LAN, there's some type of input lag. But whenever I play like this at 1080p 60, there's no input lag at all. The game plays flawless. And again, I'm playing on the cloud. Now, let me explain something to you. The first time after I got off the phone with him, actually we were talking on Discord and he told me about this. I couldn't even wait until this came through. He literally told me, hey, just wait for it to get there, whatever. Well, I'll be honest with you, MM2K, I couldn't even wait. So I went ahead and I downloaded Stadia on my phone, and I and I tried Stadia on my PC, because you don't even have to download it, you just go to the web browser. But on my phone, I plugged in the Razer Kishi. The first game that I played was PUBG. And I played it over my home's Wi-Fi. Now, full disclosure as well, I have pretty good Wi-Fi. I have Verizon Files, which is guarded by Vegeta back there. If you don't know who Vegeta is, and I don't know what to tell you. But I'm sitting here and I'm playing PUBG on my phone using Wi-Fi, using the Verizon Files Wi-Fi. And I promise you, it was flawless. Easily 60 frames, 1080p on my cell phone screen, running at 60 frames per second with zero to minimal input lag. Like, it was responsive, and it was so good that I had to make a video about it where I spoke how I cannot, and this is crazy because I'm an Xbox guy, I will not play an Xcloud game on my phone ever as long as Stadia is still around. Because the quality of the stream of a Stadia game destroys what Xcloud can do. And I have another video on my channel where I speak about this, and I played Destiny 2 on Xcloud and I screen recorded it, and then I played Destiny 2 on Stadia on my phone using the Razer Kishi, using the same controller, and you'll be able to see the difference for yourself. It's ridiculous. Now, Why do I need Stadia to succeed? And I might ramble, I might go around and around. Just try to stay with me, okay? The reason I need Stadia to succeed is because my own selfish reasons. I need Microsoft to see what they're competing against. If this fails, what would push Microsoft to improve their streaming platform? Luna? GeForce Now? What would push them? This is legitimately the best cloud streaming technology I have ever used. Now, again, some of you guys might have used something different. Please let me know in the comment section. But this blows my mind as to how well it works. And Microsoft needs to see that Google is still here and Google still needs to do well so that Microsoft understands that that's what they're competing against. Because even though on the Xcloud, there's way more games than there are on Google Stadia right now as far as what I can play. And I'm already subscribed. Listen to this. I'm already subscribed to Game Pass Ultimate, which means all those games on the Xcloud, I can play right now for free. Games on Google Stadia, if I want to play them, I still have to buy them. Yes, discounts come all the time, which is something else that Google did not do a good job of promoting. Like, there was a sale this last Tuesday that the only reason I found out about was because somebody left me a message on one of my, I think they hit me up on Twitter or on one of my videos. They're like, yo, Doc, there's a big sale coming through this Tuesday or whatever. And sure enough, there was a sale and I bought a whole bunch of games. I bought Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Origins. What else did I buy? I bought a whole bunch of games. I think I bought Doom 2, all of them on sale, right? So this technology works very well. However, you gotta buy games, right? On Xcloud, which I'm already paying for Game Pass Ultimate, there's a whole bunch of games that I already have that I can play, right? And still, what I'm telling you is, because of the quality of that stream on Xcloud, it doesn't matter how many games are on there. I'm not playing them. I'm not. To a certain extent, quality does matter. Not just quality, right? Because I could probably deal on a cell phone 720p. I could probably deal with it. The problem is when I'm playing two games back to back and I see Destiny at 1080p on my phone and then I see Destiny at 720p on my phone, that looks tough. However, when I'm playing at 30 frames on Xcloud and I'm playing 60 frames per second on Stadia, okay, that's a huge difference. Now we're pushing away. And then the icing on the cake, input lag. I thought there was something that I just had to deal with the Razer Kishi controller, that they was just gonna have input lag. No, the controller is perfect with the right platform. That Razer Kishi controller works better with Google Stadia than it does with Game Pass, with Xcloud right now, which is insane. So again, the reason I need this to succeed is because I'm gonna be subscribed to Game Pass for the foreseeable future. And I want Xcloud to be a viable option. I really do. The only way that's gonna work is if Microsoft gets their act together and fixes their Xcloud service to rival what this is. But there's something that I was talking about with MM2K on his podcast, or it was actually after the podcast was done, and he was talking about how Google's not gonna stop. Their technology is only gonna get better. And this is what you gotta understand. I have great Wi-Fi at home, but when I was at the laundromat and I was playing Watch Dogs on Google Stadia on my phone, I wasn't using Wi-Fi. I was using my cellular network, which I have Verizon, which is still good, but it was still running perfect. So, and again, depending on what city you live in, whatever, I had great reception, so it was still running perfect. I had my earbuds on and I was immersed in the game so much, I talk about this in my video, that I forgot that I was in the laundromat and my clothes was done drying and it was just sitting there. I wasn't trying to, usually you do laundry, trying to get out of the laundromat as quick as possible. Some shady people in there and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about. I was just chilling. I didn't care who was there. Homeless dude to my left was chilling, listening to some music. I think he was listening to like Mobb Deep. Like, I'm not even lying. But we were all just chilling in there, vibing, and I'm in here in deep in Watch Dogs playing. Literally forgot that I was playing on a cloud. That's what this represents. The other thing this represents is the bargain, right? The bargain, because I mentioned this in my other video. I don't know what my limit is to Game Pass. $15 a month is a steal. $20 a month, I'll probably still stay subscribed. $25 a month, I don't know. $30 a month, I don't know. But here's the reality: the price of Game Pass is gonna go up. It's just like Netflix and Hulu. These prices are gonna go up. You know it, I know it. It's gonna happen. Okay. This is legitimately free, guys. Right now, you can go on your computer and on your phone and download Google Stadia. And all you have to do to try it is just pick one game. Just pick one game. Pick a $10 game. Or you could try the free trial and then cancel it later. But if you don't want to do that, just pick one game to try and play with it. Here's the other thing too, right? If you have a PS4 controller or an Xbox One X controller, you can use Google Stadia on your PC and on your phone. Again, Google is not marketing this right, and I don't understand why. So if somebody came to me and said, "Hey, I want to be able to play next generation games at the cheapest price possible," it's Google Stadia. It's Google Stadia for sure on PC and on phone, because you literally don't need to buy any hardware. You literally don't need to buy any hardware. You're literally just paying for the game to play. And as long as you got good internet connection, you're gonna be fine. Now, what I got was, I got the Chromecast Ultra. I don't know why I can never say it, right? With the Chromecast Ultra, that comes with the Google Stadia controller, and I could play on my TV. Now, this is an option as well. Right now, the cheapest next generation console, whether you like it or not, is the Xbox Series S at $299, so $300, which is not bad at all, right? Last time I checked, this with the Chromecast Ultra was only $100. And the Chromecast Ultra, guess what? You can also stream movies at 4K. You can also stream Netflix and all that stuff at 4K. And if you want a game at 4K, you can. Now, full transparency, for me, the 4K thing didn't work. I could see it was 4K. However, my input lag with this was definitely there. And the frames didn't feel the same. It just feels better and smoother at 1080p. Did it just get dark? I didn't even know it got dark like that. Did it really just get dark? It did get dark. All right. So I'm trying to play backwards, which is weird, right? Oh. But anyways, the input lag at 4K and everything is just to me, it just wasn't worth it. It just wasn't worth it. So 1080p 60 is more than enough. I need this to succeed, because if this doesn't succeed, then Microsoft, I don't see them having a competition as far as Xcloud goes. And why would they try to make Xcloud better? Why would they? Free cloud gaming is what this represents as far as hardware goes, because you could just get it on your phone or get it on your PC if you want right now. The transition between playing games. So if I'm playing a game here, I'm done playing here, I go on, like I said, to the laundromat, I play, I'm literally picking up exactly what I left off. It's not like quick resume on the Xbox Series X or the Xbox One S, or the Xbox Series S. But the difference is, quick resume doesn't work on Xcloud either. So like, for instance, if I was playing Gears 5 and I did quick resume, right? And then I went somewhere and I played Gears 5 on my phone, the cloud save would pick up, but it wouldn't pick up exactly where I left on quick resume. So it was still not fully seamless. And then when I came back to the system, the quick resume was gone because it's picking up wherever I left off. So it was weird. It was weird. It was almost like I could take my game on the go, but not really, because it's not gonna leave off exactly where I left it. With this, no, you're leaving it off exactly where you left it, literally putting it down, picking it up somewhere else, exactly where you left it. And it just blew my mind. Google's technology on cloud streaming is just better. With that being said, It has introduced me to other technologies. And I have tried now GeForce Now on my PC. That'll be a different video because that's very interesting as well. But ultimately, because I'm an Xbox fan and I want Microsoft to do the best they can, the same way I want Sony to produce amazing games to show Microsoft like, yo, we need games too. It's not just about Game Pass. I need Google Stadia to succeed because I was wrong when I thought cloud gaming wasn't here. Ladies and gentlemen, cloud gaming is here. And it's viable. And it's fun. And it works. And you won't be able to tell that you're gaming on a cloud as long as your internet is good enough. As long as your mobile data is good enough. And that to me is amazing. Let me know what you guys think about all this. And please, 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 it doesn't matter what type of computer you have. Download, go to Google Stadia on Chrome, web browser, whatever, and try it. Download Google Stadia on your phone and try it for yourself. If you don't have good reception, if you don't have good internet, then it might not work for you. But if you do, just get one game and try it. I promise you. Leave me your comments. Let me know what you guys think. DocDog1985, there's levels to this. I know a lot of us are resistant to change, but streaming on the cloud is scary and it's coming. We out. Peace.